everyone, Rowan here. Today I'm going to be doing something a bit different. It's now been almost 2 weeks since my uncle died after getting hit by a car. And last June I randomly got inspired to write an annoying orange Christmas fan fiction shipping annoying orange with passion fruit. And since my uncle and I used to enjoy annoying orange together, I was going to read it to him when he came to visit around Christmas time. But unfortunately, I kept forgetting to read it to him. And then he went home and I never saw him again. So I know this is very different from what I usually do, but please stay with me as I read this annoying orange fan fiction to you all in memory of my uncle. It's called Mistletoe, Goo, and Merriment with You. And a lot of this is not going to make any sense if you're not an annoying orange fan, but please just stick with me for this. Part 1. It was a few days before Christmas, just a few days, and the kitchen was holding a Christmas party to celebrate. Orange stood proudly in front of his tree, eager to detonate it in front of all of his friends: Pear, Little Apple, Marshmallow, and Passion. Although he hated to admit it, he really hoped he could impress her with this festive explosion. He took one last look at the tree, ensuring that every stick of TNT was perfectly placed before going to gather his friends. "Hey, Pear!" No answer. Pear? Still no answer. Marshmallow? Little Apple? Silence. "Where is everybody?" "Orange, over here." Orange turned and saw none other than Passion standing a few feet away. "Passion!" He hurried over to her. "Where is everyone?" Familiar voices snickered from behind a large vase. Oh, so they were merely playing a prank. A wave of relief washed over him as he grinned. "Good one, guys. You really got me. You can come out now." Orange?" Little Apple asked, still remaining in hiding. "What's wrong? Are you having a little problem?" Little Apple screamed in frustration, leaving Pear to explain. "You and Passion are under the mistletoe." "What?" Orange looked up, ready to save Passion from the incoming missile, only to see an all too familiar green plant. His face turned red, then even redder as he made eye contact with Passion, who smiled softly. He was so nervous that he could vomit, and he did not want to vomit on Passion again. He had to get out from under the mistletoe, and fast. Time to detonate the TNT, everyone, let's go!" He ran back to his tree, the others reluctantly following him. Orange breathed a sigh of relief, then lit a match. "Merry Christmas, everyone! Have you been enjoying the festivities? I've been having a blast!" His friends screamed with glee as the tree lit up brighter and brighter, then exploded so brightly that the room was blinded by its glow. When the smoke cleared, everyone was coughing and the kitchen was covered in soot. "Orange," Pear cheered. "You made a mess of the kitchen again! How will we clean this up in time for Christmas?" "I guess we won't be having a white Christmas this year," Orange giggled. "We can have a rainbow Christmas instead," Marshmallow interjected. "Yay!" "Great idea!" Orange smiled, only for his friends to go quiet. Guys?" His face fell. A familiar voice rang out from behind him. "Orange?" Orange turned around. "Passion." Oh, hey, Passion. Passion smiled. That tea and tree was the bomb. Orange chuckled nervously. Thanks, you too. Never mind. Passion's smile grew. I was wondering if you wanted to spend Christmas Eve together? But Passion, we always do. Just the two of us. Was he just seeing things, or was there a faint blush on Passion's cheeks? Either way, his own cheeks were heating up again. Say yes, why is this so hard? Yes, of course. Who wouldn't want to spend Christmas Eve with a totally awesome fruit like you? I'll pick you up at 6. Now, Passion was undoubtedly blushing. Sounds like a date. Orange let out a lovesick giggle. Yeah, a date. A what? Part 2. It was Christmas Eve morning. Orange paced back and forth throughout the kitchen. Orange, Pear asked, is something wrong? You've been pacing around all morning. What? No! Orange chuckled nervously. Nothing is wrong. I'm totally fine. Why would something be wrong? It's not like I accidentally agreed to a date with Passion. Nope, never. I'm talking too much. Ah! Pear appeared puzzled. Dude, how do you accidentally agree to a date? I don't know. How would I know? It's never happened to me. Pear sighed. You can drop the act, Orange. I was there when it happened. You were? Orange's face turned bright red as he recalled the scene. Oh yeah, you were. And so was everyone else. You don't have to be nervous, Pear said. Yeah, you're crazy and all, but oddly enough, I think that's why she's into you. This happened right after you blew up the whole kitchen. Just be yourself and everything should turn out fine. Be myself? Yup. Orange went silent for a moment, deep in thought, then grinned. I've got it! Later, Orange arrived at Passion's house. He took a deep breath before ringing her doorbell. She answered the door, looking beautiful as ever with a red gift bow adorning her head. Orange, you made it! Orange smiled shyly. Of course I did, Passion cute. Fruit! Ready to ride? Ride? Like a sleigh ride? Orange grinned. Even better. He led Passion to a mistletoe ready to launch. The two eagerly boarded it, and then it flew up into the sky. From above, they could see the house, the grocery store, and even the orchard they grew up in. This is amazing, Passion enthused. I can see the whole world from up here. It gets better. Orange handed Passion a bucket of blue goop. All of the good people in the world need their Christmas goop. Will you do the honors of dumping the first bucket of the year? Passion grinned. I'd be honored. She emptied the goo into the streets below, where it happened to land directly on Pear. Orange! He yelled out. Orange and Passion laughed together. The couple continued to have a great time riding around and dumping goop on other foods. Marshmallow, Little Apple, and Sis also got blue goop, but Grapefruit and Gigi got yellow goop. After about an hour, every fruit in the area was covered in goop. Unfortunately, their fun was now coming to an end. The missile's about to make contact, Orange shouted. We have to jump! To Orange's surprise, Passion was not the slightest bit panicked. Roger that. Where are we jumping? They passed over a giant vat of blue goo. Down there! The two of them jumped, Orange landing first with a huge splash, and Passion descending with a parachute a moment later. Meanwhile, the missile landed, creating a huge explosion in the distance, and both of their faces lit up in response. That was awesome! Passion exclaimed. Really? Orange asked. But you wanted to go on a date. Yeah, and you gave me the best date ever. I had a blast. If Orange had ears, he would not be able to believe them. You're the only fruit I've ever dated who actually knows how to have fun, Passion continued. That's what I love about you. Love? Orange's face turned red. Passion looked up at the sky. It's getting really cold. I think I should head home. Yeah, Orange stammered. See you tomorrow? Yeah, Passion smiled. Oh, and here's something to keep you warm on the way home. She gave him a quick peck on the cheek before exiting the vat. Bye, Orange. Text me when you get home. It took a moment for Orange to process what had just happened, but when he did, he himself became a tea tree. His red-hot face lit up brighter and brighter until he exploded. And that is my Annoying Orange X Passion Fruit Christmas fanfic that I wish I could have read to my uncle. I feel so bad because he was literally visiting around Christmas time. And I had been meaning to read it to him, but I kept putting it off, and then I forgot. And now I'll never get the chance to read it to him, but my mom said that we're merely three-dimensional beings and we don't really know what goes on in higher dimensions, so he could be in some higher dimension still able to perceive us even though we can no longer perceive him. I'm not too sure about that. Personally, I'm an atheist and a nihilist, but it is admittedly nice to think that he could somehow still hear me reading this fanfic. So that's gonna be it for this video. Regular content will resume very shortly. So, see you then.